Hello, everyone. It's Professor Schachter, and I'm here to introduce Chapter 14 to you. It is the chapter on direct marketing. Direct marketing is very important today. It also goes by the name of direct to consumer. What that means effectively is it eliminates the middle person, meaning the middle retailer, and sells directly to the consumer. Okay, so let's go over some of the basics of what direct marketing is about. And also, please keep in mind this is not a very large chapter, not very long chapter, but it is a chapter that has some very, very important foundational things that you should know. So I'm going to share my screen right now, and we're going to proceed to review the PowerPoint presentation for chapter 14 and the concepts in it. Okay, here is the PowerPoint for, okay, 1 second. I don't know what happened. Okay, here we go. So, direct marketing is, like I said, about selling directly to consumers. So, we're going to go over some strategies. We're going to discuss what the role of it is in IMC, the importance of it, um, and we're going to compare the advantages and disadvantages of direct marketing. So, direct marketing is communicating directly with the target consumers to generate a response or transaction. And that is the core of direct marketing. And what makes direct marketing so different from other parts of the promotional mix. It's not about awareness, it's not about entertainment, it's about one simple factor. You must generate a transaction, close a sale, or generate a lead. A lead is a prospect, meaning a person who could very well become a customer. So, what does that mean? We'll go into it a little bit more detail in a little while, but when you apply to FIT or you ask for more information about FIT, you are a prospect, meaning you are someone interested in the product, but were not yet a customer of FIT. Okay, so you are a sales lead. They knew who you were because you requested information. So your level of interest is very high. Okay, so social media, um, Shopify, are all channels through which we sell direct to consumers. But originally, what made the growth of direct marketing so impactful was catalogs. Sears and Montgomery Ward, both companies unfortunately have gone away, sent out catalogs to farmers and places far away. And the reason I'm saying farmers is because farms were very remote areas from where Sears was located in Chicago. And people ordered by mail. They sent in the payment and they waited for the product to arrive. Now, what really facilitated this is credit cards. Credit cards had two advantages. It protected the consumers because if someone didn't deliver, the credit card company did not bill you, and they never paid the vendor either. So the other thing is credit card companies allowed people to pay over time. They didn't have to have the entire amount of money, which is also why, unfortunately, we also have a lot of credit debt. You know, but so consumer credit cards, delivery systems. Okay, there's the postal service, but there's also UPS, FedEx, and all sorts of other delivery companies out there that were born because of this. Another thing is roads. I know it's not mentioned here, but infrastructure. If we don't have a solid highway system, air transportation, or rail, meaning trains, how are the products supposed to be delivered? So the infrastructure that the United States, Europe, and China, and a lot of other places have, countries have, are what facilitates the growth of direct sales. Okay, technology means websites and apps and the ability to the phone system. Right, the phone system was really important because now you can place orders by phone using an 800 number, which is a lot quicker than mailing orders in. And then came the internet. So technology, the information highway, the internet, our roads, credit cards, all these things, and also people being populated, many people in areas, density allows companies to ship to much cheaper because if you ship to, let's say, Chicago and you have a hub there, you can reach tens, hundreds of thousands of people, tens of thousands of people in some cities, millions in New York City. Okay, so all these lifestyle changes, all these technology changes, and financial changes gave birth to the ability of companies to sell directly to consumers. So another thing about direct marketing, one second, is that by the way, that's Topo Chico. Got it in the mail today, delivered um, directly to me. So you can put direct marketing works with everything else, meaning you can have a sales promotion saying, for example, you order, okay, so here we go. You order a pair of Bose headsets. I'm assuming that's Bose. You order a pair of Bose headsets and you get a free case. The part about you ordering it is direct marketing. The free case is the sales promotion part. Okay. So that's with sales promotion. In advertising, we can run, let me see if they have it here. You can run a full page ad to apply for American Express credit card with an 800 number. That 800 number makes it a direct to consumer. So the consumer calls the 800 number to apply for the card. Okay. Public relations. Well, product reviews in some magazines are written by PR people. So they're not unbiased, for example, reviews in magazines such as Men's or Women's Health about, you know, protein powders. Well, when a or PC Magazine or Macworld or tons of magazines that have reviews, if that review has a website or a way to order the product, that's public relations with direct marketing. Support media, sure, you can have an ad on a billboard that says, call this or text 8080 and say free sample, and you get a package of Snickers. I'm making this up. But that's also a combination of support media, outdoor, with sales, with direct marketing. So, what I'm saying is that every single channel in the promotional mix could be leveraged to create direct sales. So direct marketing combines with almost any method to create that transaction that is sought. So what do you uh, what does direct marketing try to do? Well, the first thing it is a behavioral response. That's a very fancy way of saying someone to order or ask for more information, to show interest. Remember AIDA: attention, interest, desire, action. Build an image. You can build an image through direct marketing, usually through product reviews. That's a good way to do it. You can solicit um, opinions and reviews, or ask people to I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank a little bit. Ask people to evaluate the customer service call they were just on. You maintain customer satisfaction because you can get instant feedback on how your customer service department is performing. Now, you can sell anything through direct marketing. You can sell an idea, Okay. So the idea of electric cars, sure, Tesla is the brand, but the idea of owning a direct of a an electric car could be sold through direct marketing, through emails, through um, posts, and people can click and say, "Yes, I'm interested in this." So yes, you can sell an idea. You can sell people through direct marketing, and I don't mean people like somebody's going to ship you a person, but the idea of selling a person is the image of a person, the brand. Celebrities do this all the time. Politicians, when they ask for your vote, they're actually selling themselves and their ideas. And educate consumers. This has to do a lot with our health. It has to do with nutrition, education, justice, social justice. All these can be sold, and I mean sold in the literal sense of getting people to believe. Once someone believes in something, they're sold on it. Okay, they become customers of that idea, ideology. um, a fan of The Rock on Instagram is he sold you on who he was, and you buy into who he is. So when he promotes the ice cream or Voss water or Terramana tequila or his movies, yes, I follow The Rock. um, then we're more likely to trust him, or Under Armour shoes, so on and so forth. So by selling himself through direct marketing, social media, he's actually also uh, his halo effect and the trust you have in him allows him to sell other brands to you. So one of the other things that's very important for you to know, especially for the test, is the difference between a one-step approach and a two-step approach. And this is fundamental to direct marketing. The one step approach is very simple. I have this mug over here, and you want to order the mug. You pay $9.95. I receive the $9.95. I put this mug in a box and I ship it to you. Nothing else had to be done. Okay? There's coffee, by the way, in it. There's nothing else you had to do. So that's a very simple transactional approach. You order the product, you get the product. A two-step approach is in more complicated transactions. And those complicated transactions require the customer to be eligible to have that brand. So, for example, you didn't just order yourself into being an FIT. You can just say, well, here's my check. I'll take 4 years at FIT. No, you had to apply. And FIT had to admit you. You don't just say, hey, American Express, I'll take one of those gold cards. Thank you. Well, they have to evaluate you and they have to approve you. Same thing with a mortgage on a house. A lot of things are two-step approaches. And a two-step approach is about getting a list of people who are interested and then going through that list and identifying the people who are actually qualified for that purchase or to be a member of that club or to for the mortgage, whatever the situation is. Okay, so that's the difference between a one step and a two-step approach. A one step, you order and the product gets shipped to you or downloaded. A two-step approach, you have to be qualified. That person has to be qualified um, to receive that product, and some people are rejected. So what we have here are the things we discussed. An infomercial is a very long commercial. It's usually like 30 minutes. Home shopping, if you still have those channels, are usually like QVC or the Home Shopping Network. And these types of channels just all day long are one giant uh, sale-a-thon. And people watch and order products. Telemarketing is all those spam calls we get on our cell phones that we ignore. The people calling us, and a whole bunch of other people to sell to us. Print media, magazines, newspapers, you can put ads in it to people call the number and order. Catalogs are still very popular. Direct mail is A lot when people ship you a catalog, the catalog really is direct mail at that point. But direct mail by itself means envelopes with offers inside, everything from life insurance to home insurance to credit card offers, whatever. Email you're familiar with, and of course, television and radio. So this is the important. This is what direct mail is about. It's unsolicited. But the thing about mailing lists is that the database is core, not just to direct mail, to everything related to direct marketing. A database is a basically a storage that has a person's information in it, maybe prior purchases, lifestyle, and we select from that database of names the people who are most likely to be interested in what we have to sell. So we can definitely segment the market very accurately for direct marketing. And another thing we can do very accurately with direct marketing is limit waste. There's no such thing as no waste, but we can limit waste. So while advertising, general advertising, just will run an ad on the Super Bowl and we have no idea how many people are going to order from it or the impact of that commercial, direct marketing results are 100% measurable. Okay. And I'm exaggerating with the 100%, but you know why you got the order and know how the person reached you to give you the order. All right. So direct marketing may be a little bit more expensive, but because it has less waste, it's more accurately targeted and measurable. It is actually less expensive on a per sale basis than other forms of promotional mix, especially advertising. I do have to disagree that the internet is only a threat to direct mail. It is not a threat to direct marketing. And that threat has proven itself valid. Email is a lot more cost effective. Direct mail, you have to pay for the materials, the printing, the paper, the envelopes, the stuff in the envelopes, as well as postage. And postage rates are always increasing. With email, you have none of those costs. So you know what email is. I don't think I have to go into it. You know what spam is. And okay, so these are the definitions for infomercial, which went over. You don't need to know the different type. These three forms you don't need to know. You don't need to know this. This you do need to know. So there are three parts to how we evaluate and or measure direct marketing. Cost per order is the number one way. In other words, how much did it cost us to get a person to order? So if we have a Snuggie blanket that costs $29.95 plus shipping, and we spent, how much did we spend on the advertising? So let's say for that one commercial, remember it's measurable, so we know which commercial that we ran generated it. We know what time of day the commercial ran. We know the person who ordered it, the zip code they're in, and so on and so forth. And because they call an 800 number or a specifically designed website, they know that commercial is tied into that phone number. So 1-800-888-5555 would be for that commercial. 5554 would be for another commercial. Same thing with the website. It could be www.snuggie55.com. So these are the ways we measure, because it is the most important part about direct marketing is to understand how much it costs you to get the order. Not necessarily how many orders you have, but if you're losing money on every order, then it doesn't make sense. So how much it costs us to get the order is the key to understanding profitability, and it is the number one way we measure or evaluate the success of a direct marketing campaign. Then we also looking at the customer lifetime value, meaning how much is that customer worth to to the company over a year, 2 years, 5 years. The companies themselves determine what a lifetime value is. So if it costs us, let's say, $20 to have a customer first order from West Elm, but then they become a customer and they stay with the company and order bed sheets and other things for the next, let's say, 5 years, the value of that customer could be easily $5,000, $10,000, right? So it's worth spending $20. So we need to understand what is the lifetime value of a customer, and companies can figure that out based on their history and or how much people usually order of the products they sell. And the last part is recency, frequency, and monetary. It's called RFM, and it's not as complicated as it sounds. Recency has to do with when was the last time the customer visited your store or ordered from you. Frequency is how many times do they do this in a year. And monetary is how much do they spend. So you could have someone that only comes once a year to buy gifts for the holidays and spends a lot of money. Or you can have someone that comes in every day. So to give this a non-direct marketing example, there are people who, let's say, go to Starbucks once every 6 months and they buy gift cards for people. Okay. And there are people who go there every single day, only spend $5, but that's what they get their morning coffee every single day. So you have to balance out these things. Are you looking for people who spend a lot but don't order a lot? I mean, don't come over a lot to order from the company? Or do you want someone that's day to day? So these are the three things that we chart: how often, frequency, last time they were there, recency, and how much did they spend. A company like Amazon will always send reminder emails or, hey, you like the John Grisham's last book? He has a new book coming out, and they send out an email to get you to come back. All right. So these are the three criteria of RFM. And by the way, this page right here is very important for the final. So image factors are no longer a disadvantage. Um, Rising costs of postal service is not really a disadvantage because people use email. Um, this page right here is not as accurate as the publisher would like it to be, so we don't really have to worry about it. Okay, so this is chapter 14. Any questions you have, please feel free to reach out. It will be on the final. The next chapter will be lecturing on is chapter 15, and that lecture will be up live tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing. And as soon as Google sends me the recording of this lecture, it will be posted on the Blackboard shell. I hope you have a great day.